Okay, I am back. Yeah, when I stopped episode 2, I actually just paused it and stopped the recording, and then, so that the files would be on episode 2. Because you guys won't even watch like a 3 hour long video. Who would watch a 3 hour long video? So, meaning I still have my chips here. There's still actually a lot. Actually, I was sort of exaggerating when I said there's a few. There's really a lot. Holy crud. So, I expect chip noises. If you were annoyed this first episode, well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna annoy you even more on this episode. Because this is what I call ASMR gaming. For a full experience, you can subscribe to Blue Bucket, which was once named Fart Bottom because I have no cool name. But I do have a cool name soon. Along with a profile picture that I am ordering someone to work on because I'm really horrible at drawing. I am knowledgeable at Photoshop, but I'm just good. I'm just good, but I'm not that great. Also, I need it to be drawn. I could color it and everything, improve it, but Okay. Uh, Thank you guys. Whoever is watching this also, I don't know what your reason to watch this because holy crud, there is so no good reason to watch this. It is not even here to determine entertaining. I'm the only one being entertained here. I don't even know why who I don't even know either. Okay, let's begin. Looks like I'll have to kill time alone, waiting for dinner. I decided to go east. At least in that direction. At least in the direction where east will be in my world. Wait, I'm confused. What? Soon after, I found myself near a football pitch. Football? You mean soccer? Oh, I guess it depends on the country. The game was in full swing there. I guess watching it for a bit will do any harm. In my childhood and teen years, I was not a bad player myself, and even thought of going professional. The few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of uncertain chance in the game. Well, the term risk, you risked and wasted your life on the computer, so. Oh my god, I'm describing myself right now. So, it's. I can't say too much because I'm doing the same, I'm sorry. Kids of a different age were running around the pitch. I could see a boy of about 10 and a girl about 14 years old. Wow. Could you show me the people actually instead of pictures? Because, okay, sure. A girl. Hey, that's Oliana. Alright, so she played pool ball. What's so surprising? Oh, wait. I'm still the guy talking. Stupid me, I'm so stupid. She seems, restless one after all. I was standing quite far from the pitch, but she still noticed me. That mean read. Hey, you! Oh, is this a little girl? Oliana shouted. Wanna play? I didn't know how to answer because it's been a while since I played football / soccer or whatever country you come from. On the one hand, running around for 10 minutes is no big deal. On the other hand, any wrong move in my situation could be my final move, but in any case, my attire wasn't suitable for this weather. If I played in the winter boots and warm jeans, I would sweat like a pig, and playing a barefoot without jeans would simply be unethical. Are you sure? Is like wildlife is pretty fun. Maybe another time, alright? I shouted in response. Oh, she was quite far. Damn it, describe the situations. Jeez. I shouted in response, turned around and walked back. I was followed by Oliana's screams about my pants or about being a pansy or something like that. You're a pansy! You don't know how to fight, girl! Yeah, just imagine that kind of screaming. It's like a annoying lolly. Chinubia. Lolly. No, not even there. It's not a Chinubia. Everything was fine. It made me feel tired and empty after a day wasted with no real purpose. Yeah. The guy looks a bit different. Is he holding it like on the glasses? When you hold glasses, it's like you're trying to properly align it. Is he doing that? Or is he using some sort of Rasengan or some crap? I came back to the square, sat down on a bench, and gave an exhausted sigh. I'd better sit here and wait for dinner, I guess. After all, it's easier to search for answers when you're not hungry. Well, my chips. God dang it, I wish you'd let me get my bag of chips, even though I still have a lot here on my hand. They do give food to people here, right? You know, it's curious how the simplest human needs can break the will to ponder on things, to strive or something. For example, I feel hungry. Now, so I care much less where I am or what's happening to me because I'm hungry. Could great people also be affected by this? Could Albert Einstein could have been affected on this? Is math related to science? I'm not gonna go to that. That's some controversy I do not want to be in. And in that case, how did Spartacus start slave uprising in the ancient time? What the heck am I thinking? You know, I guess they I could. I guess I could relate now. I could only conclude that I'm not a great person, and it does not really matter which mechanism I serve as a gear in society, the Matrix, or a weird pioneer camp. Oh, oh. My thoughts were interrupted by sound of bells chiming from a loudspeaker on a light pole. That was not a bell. That was a horn. It must be a dinner call. I headed towards the canteen. It was a good thing that I know where it was. Olga Dmitrievna was there, standing on the porch. That sexy old lady. I stopped and looked closely at her, as if I were expecting something. She looked back at me for a while, but at last came closer. Semyon, what are you waiting for? Come in already. Come in with us. Guess nothing bad can happen if I go with her. Yes, of course, nothing bad. My stomach backed me up there. Nothing bad will happen. Even though I'm only hungry, I also like her. Holy crap! There's a lot of people. Holy crud! There's a lot of people. The two of us went inside. The canteen looked like a canteen. Had a chance to visit a factory canteen at some point in my life. Unbelievable. In my entire life. This one was exactly the same. Just maybe a bit cleaner and more modern. Oh wait. Metal chairs and tables, glazed tiles on the walls and on the floor. Unsophisticated tableware with occasional crack. Guess that's what a canteen pioneer camp's supposed to look like, I guess. But damn, it's so amazing. There's a good amount. I actually would love to be in this kind of canteen, you know. My entire life I haven't been in this kind. Oh, good. Semyon, wait a moment. We'll find your place to sit. She looked around the place. Divisions. Why do you have to put that name instead? Divachevskaya. Divachevskaya. Am I? Dva. Let's say va. Wait. Bachevskaya, hold it right there. Am I saying the name right? I'm having this. No, I'm fine with that. Olga Dmitrievna shouted at Alisa, who was passing by. Nani, what's up with your clothes? Anything wrong with them? Indeed, her attire looked somewhat provocative. Provocative, you know what I mean if you're a man of culture. Get your uniform nice and neat right now. Alright. Alisa got her shirt right and walked past, shouting at an unpleasant glare at me. I feel I'm gonna get murdered later on. So, where can I find a place to sit? There weren't a lot of free seats. Go over there, next to Uliana. Maybe I... Yeah, it's fine. The food's already on the table, too. I had no choice but to accept. In common country language, cutlet, in means it's actually very useful. I love this small stuff that I actually did not know, and at least I know now. Cutlet. It's minced meat, so it's called cutleta. Fried or baked in the shape of a ball or a cylinder. Close to American patties, compote is a drink made by boiling fresh or dried fruit in a large amount of water. Compote, compote, compote or compote in French. Compote is a drink. I would like to get a compote. Say, boiling fresh or dried fruit. But actually, never mind. Fruit boiling. It's better off cold for me. Of course, there was a probability that the cutlets were poisoned with curare, and mashed potatoes were generously seasoned with arsenic, and the glass filled with excellent antifreeze instead of compote. But it all looked too tasty, so I had no chance to resist. So good. Hey! What do you want, kid? I replied rather rudely to Uliana, who was sitting next to me. Why didn't you play football with us? Because of my clothes, said I, pointing at the source of the problem. Oh yeah. Oh, alright then. Eat. Ah, that was rather easy. However, there wasn't much left to eat. My cutlets were missing from the plate. Wait a minute! Who took my cutlet? Only she could have done it. No more precisely, none but Uliana could have done it. My cutlet! Give me back my cutlet, Uliana. In a big family, you snooze, you lose. It can cost you a cutlet if you're careless. Give it back, I'm telling you. I'm hungry. I got chips here. I'm not that hungry, but in my, it's like, she's a girl. Oh, my inner me is saying I should do not attempt to, but it's like the guy here is like type of guy that would say attempt to take the cutlet. I am at the right here to attempt to take the cutlet. So I'm sorry, inner me. I know you're a nice guy and all. You're a festive dude, but I'm gonna take this guy's route. I looked at her menacingly and I was about to reach out my head. See, I don't have it. And indeed, Uliana's plate was empty. It seems that the little girl eats as fast as she steals someone's cutlets. Take it easy. We'll work something out now. Damn it. She grabbed my plate and ran off. There was no point in following her. If they wanted to poison me here, they could have done it in a much easier way. But a minute later, Uliana returned and handed me a plate with steaming hot cutlet on it. Here's one for the starving. Thanks. Is all I could say. Yes. Thank you, Uliana. I was hungry as my suspicions were gone in a flash. I picked up the cutlet with my fork and... What the? Ah! Are you trying to murder me? What? Some bug? No, not a bug. Not just a bug. An insect. A centipede. It's got legs and it's wiggling. The plate fell on the floor and broke into pieces. The chairs hit me hard on my leg while falling. I've disliked insects since I was a child. I'm not that kind of person. But when these creepy crawls appear in my plate, that's just way too much. You little... Uliana seemed ready for such a twist and was already at the door laughing as she had a fresh stand-up comedy joke. I dashed after her. Then you come over here! We ran out of the canteen. I'm still hungry, god damn it! We were just a few dozen meters apart, and then I felt I would catch this little girl easily. We ran through the square, past the clubhouse, and ran onto the forest path. I started to grasp for breath. I still haven't eaten, god dang it. I should have quit smoking, I guess. Wait, I did smoking? Or was those drugs? Because I can't remember either way. Uliana passed out of sight on the next turn. It can't be true that she managed to get away from me. It is so tiring. I haven't eaten. She made me run all this way. It simply can't. I stopped and tried to catch my breath again. Night was falling. Looks like I'm lost as well. God dang it, I'm hungry and lost. And mad as well. It's a bad idea to stay in the woods at night. Better get back to camp. However, I had absolutely no clue which way to go. Well, gotta choose at random, I guess. Might find a way back. It's the same place over and over again. Oh, I wandered for quite some time in the forest, and even though for crying for I finally saw the camp's fence beyond the trees. Everything fell back into place. The bus is gone. I mumbled quietly. On the one hand, there was nothing strange, but that the bus couldn't stay there forever. On the other hand, it meant there was someone driving, because buses don't drive on themselves. I'm pretty sure that bus is driving on themselves. It might be some weird conspiracy, but that's reality. It's not just a theory. Buses drive themselves. Or do they? This world seems too normal. But every event here has at least two explanations for it. An ordinary, real, everyday explanation, and a surreal one. Certainly, the driver could have just been off for a snack, and I left too soon, and that's why, in any case, it's not the place for me. Whether the bus drives itself or not is probably an important question, but it was much more important to know how I had got here at all, and where here was. The fields and woods stretching towards the horizon had no answer, and there was nothing familiar about them. I'm outside again. A strange, odd, an alien world. However, at the same time, I was absolutely not frightened. Either my self-preservation instinct decided to resign from its job, or all this running around the camp and local pioneers had lulled me so much that with their carefree normality that I was simply forgetting that it had happened to me just a couple of hours ago. Although, I probably just had no strength left to worry. All I wanted was some peace, calmness. I wanted just to have a break from it all. And only after that will continue looking for answers, ready and reloaded. However, that will be some time later. What about now? Can I allow myself now to relax? The night is falling. It got completely dark, and in any case, it was better to spend the night in the camp. I was about to head back when someone came up silently from behind. Hello? What are you doing here so late? Semyon. Why do you keep saying Semyon? It was Sylvia standing before me. I was surprised that I jumped. Oh. So, you didn't catch Juliana, didn't you? She smiled. I nodded disappointedly inside. Yeah. No wonder. No one ever has. Yeah, she's a real rocky girl. She could have found a better use of her energy than looking for adventures. You must be hungry. You didn't manage to have dinner after all. Of course I was. Indeed, I had completely forgot about my hunger, but after these words, my stomach drew attention to itself, giving a treacherous rumble. Salvia smiled. Let's go then. What? Is the captain still open? It's alright. I have the keys. Ah, the keys? Yes, I have the keys to the facilities in the camp. How come? Well, I'm something like camp leader's aide here. I see. Well, let's go. Kinda hungry. It was an offer you can't refuse. When we reached the square, Salvia stopped in her tracks. Excuse me, I should warn my roommates that I will be late. She was so punctual with herself that she'll be worried otherwise. You go on the canteen, I'll come in a minute, alright? Alright, sure. I really did not expect to find somebody aside from myself there at such a late hour, and that somebody was apparently trying to open the door. Without any secret thoughts, I walked up onto the porch. Ah, it's her. I'm gonna get my ass beaten again. I swear to God, god damn it. The lockpicker turned out to be Eliza. I should have probably kept off and waited. Oh, my ass is gonna get beaten. She looked at me intently for a while and said, "Don't just stand there. Give me a hand or something." Meaning, help me open the door. Why? Because I want some buns. Kefir. Dinner wasn't big enough. Um, is that really a good idea? Aren't you hungry yourself? Huh? Oliana didn't let you have a normal dinner, did she? She smiled sarcastically. It's true. She didn't. It's fine. Salviana will come in now and... What? Guess you just said that. You shouldn't have said that at all. I'm off then. And you'll pay for this. You owe me 2 already. Oh no. Having that said, Alisa disappeared into the night. I'm gonna get my ass beaten. And that was the first one. The first... I'm gonna get... Wait, what? What was the first one I said? Oh, the first one was Timer. Electronic thought it's a great idea to say her name. See if it didn't keep me waiting for too long. Hello. Well, please, because I'm still kind of hungry. Even if I'm always bringing the chips, the chips ain't enough sometimes. This ain't healthy food. This is not good food. So, thank you. Give me a moment. I suddenly have a cup of water in here. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. What again? Oh yeah. Is everything alright? Yeah. That bunch of V-cuts is great. Is everything's alright? Yeah. Why are you asking? No reason. It's nothing. It would be better if I didn't tell her about Eliza. Everything's daijobu. I said that and immediately heard a note of dishonesty in my voice. Well, shall we go? As for Slavia, I need to learn their names. Slavia. She seemed to not have noticed anything. Or at least she was pretending she did. We entered the canteen. Wait a bit. I'll go get something. I sat down on a chair and obediently waited for my savior. My dinner was simple, a few buns and a glass of kefir. No wonder. I bet hungry pioneers finish everything off. However, even that was far better than most of my usual diet. Why does she look like she's terrified at me? Salvia sat across the table and looked at me while I was eating. Is there something on my face? Oh, okay, that was weird. No, just she smiled. How did you like your first day in camp? Well, I don't really know. Kinda confused, especially the fact that I don't have my bag of chips. And some kid ran off, stealing all my food and tricking me that giving me a food insect. It's just, I don't know. Also, I feel like I was on drugs because I really don't know how I got here. So, it's weird. It's been not job over life. It's silly to ask someone who suddenly found himself in a different reality, whether he liked the food in the canteen, the camp leader, or his assigned hut. It's alright. I'll soon get used to it. Yeah, I might soon get used to it. Salvia stared out the window, dreamily. Frankly speaking, I have no desire to get used to such things, but as for her, she doesn't know. Or at least she wants me to think that she doesn't. Well, all in all, it's nice here. Better than my life on the Platte. I had to somehow break the awkward silence. Do you think so? She asked without any interest. Yeah, this place is so... I went to see retro, but I managed to hold that back. After all, it was retro for me, but what about them? It might be only kind of life they knew. If the term life was applicable here at all. So, how? She watched me closely, as if something important depended on my answer. Well, I don't know. Lovely? Yeah. It's lovely here. Among all those stress, it's pretty great here. I guess you're right. She smiled again. It's very good. What you think? It's very good that you think so. Why? Well, I Not everybody likes it here. And what about you? Me? Yeah, love it here. It's great. Are you sure? Do you need to worry about what other people? Then you don't need to worry about other. And then you don't need to worry about what other people think. Well, I don't really worry. Sylvia laughed. This conversation seemed to be leading to me far astray from where I wanted to go. And you're worried yourself. Really? Why do you say so? Well, when somebody's showing it so intensely. I'm sorry. It's just the fact that I haven't eaten. And I'm kind of stressed. It's okay. I can bring myself to be more cautious around this girl. But why her in particular? Why not any other local inhabitant? Every one of them looked completely normal to me. Precisely normal. So normal it sends chills down my spine and into my marrow. Normal. Not like a neighbor with a power drill in one hand and a subwoofer in the other. Not like a passenger you can often meet in a subway or in public transport. Not like a co-worker at the next table in an open plan office. Not even like a friend who only differs from other humans in his constant insistence. All of them look normal, as I would expect them to be, with their own downsides but without any superpowers. And Slavia was also cute. Can't say she isn't. I glanced at her subtly, not knowing what to say. I'm sorry, I wanted to show you the campus, but I ran off on my feet. Too fast, too quick, sonic speed. I'm ruining the moment. I'm gonna take this seriously. These are some good moments here. I'm actually liking this. I didn't miss anything while on my own, I guess. Are you sure you haven't missed anything at all? She smiled at me so brightly that I had to drop my eyes in confusion. Well, how would I know? It's my first day here. Okay, what have you seen so far? I've seen the square, this canteen, the football field, and what about the beach? Just from afar. You really should go there. Or let's go together. Yeah, okay, we will. Her naturalness started to scare me, but then I thought, what if everything that happens here is how it's supposed to be, and this world looks strange only to me, while for them it is normal? Maybe I was drawn into the past. Yes, that would explain it. Can I ask a stupid question? No. Selvi smiled and stood up from the table. It's late. Can you find a way to Olga's Dimitrievna's by yourself? Of course I can, but why should I go there? She'll settle you with someone. What for? Probably this question seems stupid because Salvia burst into good natural laughter. I might be. Yeah, by common sense, I would have laughed on how stupid the guy said. You need to sleep somewhere, right? That makes sense. Fine, I'll be off then. I assume in a sigh. I need to stop. What the heck is wrong with me? Night. That wise. Strange that she left in such a hurry. Bundle of keys left in the door lock caught my attention. I was going to catch up to Slavia, but where does she live? And knocking on every door during the middle of the night sounds like a bright idea. Didn't like it sound like a bright idea. Take the keys. I'd better take them. I'll give them back tomorrow because who knows what happens here at night. Yeah. Such things give me chills. It's me who needs to be careful here in the first place. The night, too dark, wasn't silent at all. I could hear chirping crickets, the songs of the night birds and rustling trees from everywhere. I suddenly decided to follow Slavia's advice and go to the camp leader's cabin and appeared. I don't know why, but the sight of an unknown bronze builder of communism put me in a constructive mood. I sat on the bench and started to recall everything that happened today. That was all my constructive mood could offer. There was much brighter and near Here was much brighter than near the canteen, and tardy pioneers were running by, so this place didn't seem scary at all. Bus, summer camp, girls. I was so tired from everything new and strange that I could not come up with a single explanation for what was going on. I heard a barely noticeable rustle nearby. I shivered and looked at that direction. A girl, reading a book. Lena. I decided to move closer and talk. She was the only person I had met her without who I'd met her without exchanging even a few words. Hi, what are you reading? Lena was so surprised. She even jumped. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm just like, curious. Never mind. She blushed and stared at the book again. So, what are you reading? On the cover was written, Gone with the Wild. I can't say I know the book. But if the guy knows the book... The generic MC would praise the book even though he doesn't know what's happening. Are we gonna be the generic MC or the guy... I'm sorry, generic MC it is. A good book. Thanks. Honestly speaking, I haven't read... Generic MC. Aha! Who's the guy? Hey, I could get the title Generic MC of the Year. Too fast, too cliche. All right. Damn, I cannot believe I did that. But if I was silent, it's gonna be so awkward, you know? It's like me when when there's like a girl talking to me and it's like silence is just so awkward with anyone actually. Let's forget about that. Honestly speaking, I haven't read it, but I think that's such a literal suits her very well. Lena didn't seem to be interested in continuing with the conversation. Well, if I'm bothering you... No. She answered while looking at the book. Can I sit beside you for a while? Why? And really, why? Maybe just because I was tired and having company is better than being alone? Maybe because my depression is taking toll and I'm so lonely that I stay inside my room, lock the doors, close the lights, play a dating sim. Wait a minute. I'm just kidding. I'm not that depressed. Jeez, what the heck is that depressed? I guess some people, and to those people, don't be. Life is great. You just don't know it yet because you still haven't lived it fully. And maybe I wanted to try to find something out from her. I carefully examined Lena. But no, I thought that, well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to. Feel free. But if I'm bothering you, no, you're not. It's fine. It's not that I have someone around or anything. I can leave. Just say, no, everything's alright. Don't worry. Okay then. I sat on the end of the bench carefully. After such an intense talk, staying here was the last night I wanted. But it wouldn't be nice to just stand up and leave. That didn't really go well, huh? Lena hasn't answered anything. Seems I made a fool out of myself. I bet if Uliana was here, she'd give a good laugh at me. Do you enjoy being here? I recalled Slavia's question and thought it would be a good start for a conversation. Yes. She smiled slightly. I guess I like it too. Lena definitely isn't very sociable and probably can't carry on a meaningless conversation as easily as Slavia. But there was something about her that attracted attention. Like a momentary glimpse of her reflection in the glass of a rainy autumn evening, which makes you turn around and stare into the darkness, searching for something that you saw out of the corner of your eye. Wow, that's very deep. I like that. That is very deep. I like that. I really love that. That was so deep. I let's not get into doing it. I'm getting in the mood here. Of course, you weren't able to distinguish or understand what it was all, but it felt so tempting. Lena was still reading the book without paying any attention to my presence, and had no intention of asking her anything about this camp or this world in general. Beautiful night. Yes. How in the world would we start a conversation with her? She doesn't even talk. It's late. I have to go. Yes, it's quite late. I'm not gonna do it. Good night. Night. See you tomorrow. I guess. There was something strange about this girl. At first glance, she's a typically shy and modest pioneer girl, but mystery of Lena took its own place in my massive list of mysteries about this camp, which I started to put together in my head. Confused, I am. A lazy evening. There's nothing like a good time with nothing to do. I headed towards Olga's Dimitrievna's cabin. The light in the house was on. Oh, hey Olga. Hello, Semyon. You're quite late. Yeah, I went for a walk and took a look around the camp. Alright. You'll be sleeping here. She pointed her finger at one of the beds. Right here? I was a bit surprised. Yeah, something wrong? We're out of free cabins anyway. The camp deer smiled, but I don't think it was out of politeness. You do want to be a decent pioneer, don't you? There was a clear emphasis on the word decent. Yes, sure. I was lost in thought for a moment. Don't you mind it, mademoiselle? She looked at me oddly, with surprise and some offense in her eyes. Pioneers should respect their elders. Gomenasai. Olga Dimitrievna said strictly. Of course he should. No one argues with that. I blabbered, not realizing what was wrong. Shouldn't you also? She stared at me. Under such a gaze, even Mitchell forged by the best dwarf masters from the deepest dungeons will melt. Should I what? What's up, Toots? What the heck? Am I high? Anyone's in lack of understanding made me raise my voice. You must address adults appropriately. Yes, of course, there's a lot of strange things here, but this girl is just a complete years older than me. Or maybe even younger, but I decided not to argue. While just a few minutes ago, I was never even called her an adult. I had to admit that she was also given a strong character, and in her case, I was in the position to argue. I just say, ma'am. I mumbled. That's much fair. That's how a decent pioneer should conduct himself. And now it's time to sleep. What the heck is wrong with me? Honestly speaking, I was going to become neither a decent or an indecent pioneer. Just yesterday, I wasn't going to become a pioneer at all. What the heck was I thinking? But do I have a choice now? If you don't want to, well, I'll have to make you. This is the motto Olga Dimitrievna was probably going to use. I climbed onto the bed and closed my eyes, only to realize how tired I was after today. Something hammered in my head awfully, as if my brains had started the night shift, and they seemed to be aimed at more drawing steel and working on something more sensitive. The buzz flew through my mind, and the square with the monument, the canteen full of pioneers, and the malicious face of Uliana. And Slavia, of course. I love how that's the only thing. Of course, that's the best moments, I guess. I would say as well. But I did love the canteen scene. I would say that's one of the best moments with her. Lena. Good scene. I'd say the part where she wants to murder me. But I guess first meeting it wasn't that bad as well. And even recalling Eliza didn't give me too much of a negative feeling. It was fun. Because they were girls. Damn, not pervert. That's the problem when you're a guy who's lonely. What if I'm here for good? think I'm fine with that. I think there's no day 2. Is that just like a monologue and I'm not waking up or something? I was having a dream. It seemed like I was some kind of vacuum, with nothing around me. But only around I was the only creature in the universe. As if the universe had returned to the state of singularity right before the Big Bang, and something was just about to happen. Suddenly I heard a voice. I couldn't make it out the words, but it sounded familiar. The voice was whispering something gently, as if soothing me, and then I realized it was the voice of a strange girl from the bus. The girl from the dream. What is she trying to tell me? Who is she?
Morning burps. After so many chips at night.
I woke up. Ugh. Bright sunlight struck my eye. It was almost noon. After stretching lazily on the bed and yawning, I started to recall the previous day. In a few seconds, all its events passed before my eyes. The bus, the camp, the local inhabitants. No, that's just wrong. Not this whole situation not being here. It was all wrong by default. My attitude towards what was happening was wrong. Because yesterday I fell asleep here just like that, and before that I chatted nicely with the local pioneers, even managed to crack a few jokes. How could I act like that in such a situation? I should be frightened, startled by every little rustling, should avoid all contacts with politely hostile creatures. The last day's event were getting hazy, like I had a hangover. This really feels like morning after a heavy drink party. Yesterday, natural, flawless, absolute normal conduct becomes a nightmare in the morning, a classic illustration from the Divine Comedy. Yes, it's just like that. I can't change the past now. Then again, I had probably assessed the situation and was acting accordingly. I glanced around, trying to figure out whether I had been thrown somewhere else, but Olga's Dimitrievna's cabin looked the same as it was yesterday. Everything seemed to be in its place, except for the pioneer uniform, which was hanging from the bed head. I fumbled with it in the strut and tried it on. At least this is better than walking around in winter clothes. I wish I could see myself. I bet I looked like a clown. And for that, I needed a mirror. At least a tiny one. I finally found one on the wardrobe door. Holy potatoes, give me a moment. I might just eat some chips while I'm looking at myself. Holy. I need to get some water. As a professional YouTuber, you do not go outside to get water unless you are streaming. I shouldn't have been doing this unless I'm streaming. I was planning to stream this, but sadly my internet is made out of potatoes. Unless you live in Iceland, you got good Wi-Fi. But we don't live in the Philippines where the Wi-Fi is made out of potatoes. Well, you find a potato over there, you can make a Wi-Fi out of it. No, I'm just kidding. You can't. That's sad. The quality is just a potato. Holy! I looked at the newfound pioneer and jumped away in surprise. There was some teenager on the other side of the mirror. He resembled me, but he wasn't me. Where did the next sweet stubble go? And where are the bags under my eyes? The slouch? That deadly fatigue on my face? I look like a harem king. What happened? And where's my glasses? I can see properly now. It seemed that I had not been thrown back into time. It seemed that I had not been thrown back into time or into a parallel reality, but instead I had simply changed bodies with someone else's. That's right. That's real simple. Such things happen every day. I took a closer look at the strange, and only then I realized that it actually was me. It wasn't today's me, maybe the ones from between my school and university years. Well, at least that's something. I guess it was me after all. I just look weird and emo. There you go. The person in the extreme situation did fail to notice the elephant in the room after all. But the camp leader noticed it. And last night she told me off for addressing her without proper respect. That's why. That's why. That's why. Ah, screw that. I doubt my appearance affects anything else. If the clock was not lying, breakfast was long over. Oh well, I'll try something in the canteen. It worked out well yesterday with Slevia, didn't it? Those memories made me smile involuntarily. I did smile as well. If I had a camera, you guys would have been cringing the hell out because of my reactions. Like, I feel, the position of the guy. Every time I do this, I put myself in the position of the character. It's much more fun to roleplay around. It's like watching a show or a movie. The sun was shining brightly outside. A light breeze was blowing. A beautiful summer day. It had not felt so good in the morning for several years. All problems were gone, vanished in the clouds that were white as snow. Olga Dmitrievna came out of nowhere. Damn names are just so hard. Good morning, Semyon. Good morning. I smiled, doing my best to show that no matter what, my morning was indeed good. You only arrived yesterday, so I decided not to wake you up, but breakfast. Never mind. Here, take this. She handed me something wrapped in paper. Judging by the oily stains and had been sandwiches inside. Oh, thank you. Really, thank you. Now, go wash yourself. I was about to leave. Wait a second. What? Olga Dmitrievna quickly ran into the house and came out to shove the small bag into my hands. Inside, it found a toothbrush, a soap, a small towel, and something else. I did not look too closely. A pioneer should always be clean and tidy. Let me do your neckerchief properly this first time. Yours is askew. You should go it yourself once you learn how to. Do we have to? I'm going to wash myself now. Yes, right. It could get hooked on the tap and strangle me. Fine. Later then. And don't forget about the lineup. Pencils, papers, drawing lines. Don't forget such things. What? Lineup? What do you mean, what lineup? She frowned. It's Monday today. Weird. By my approximation, it should have been Sunday. Then again, a shift in the day of the weeks is hardly the worst thing. Usually, we have a lineups early in the morning before breakfast, but it's Monday today, so we are having it at 12 o'clock. Don't be late. Alright, but where? At the square. Where else? Why am I a bit sassy here? There was no reason to argue. I headed to their bathing place. I knew I could not forget about the separate showers and toilets, but the sight of this malfunction is symptom of decaying socialism. A funny turtle with a tin shell, paw taps, a ceramic belly. I felt sick. I was not a squeamish person, but nevertheless, standing there, I realized there was still some minimal levels of habitual comfort, which I found it troublesome to do without. It's often that when you lose things that you thought were ordinary and common, you suddenly understand how essential they were. Ah, screw this, as if I had any choice. The water was ice cold. While washing my hands was not an issue, washing my face and mouth became a big problem. There was no toothpaste in the bag which Olga Dmitrievna gave me. I could brush my teeth without it, but there was a small round box wrapped in the towel. Tooth powder? Tooth powder? Cute! One point of me going somewhere in the past. I washed myself quite quickly, also due to the ice cold water. Some were coming quickly, or more likely running towards me. I turned around. Oh, hey. It was Slavia, dressed in a tracksuit. This girl would probably look good in anything. Pioneer uniform, bikini, probably even a spacesuit. Hey there. Ohio. Semyon, man, you're a man of culture. Finally. I do not have to change what you said. It is written right there. So, Ohio. Good morning. Yeah, I'm not a weeb or anything. Yeah, real smooth. You probably noticed I'm a weeb already. Why did you why didn't you come to breakfast? I overslept. The I said it so I was proud about it. Oh, damn it, my personality is so different from this guy, so it's kinda hard for me to give his expression. But Olga Dimitrievna gave me sandwiches. Oh, great then. Don't forget about the lineup. Yeah, sure. As if I could forget. Right, I gotta run. Enjoy yourself. Okay, see ya. Why am I waving? Looks like it's a couple of minutes until lineup. I should quickly pass by my home to drop off my washing bag and eat a sandwich, and then head to the square. I swung open the door of the camp leader's cabin and rushed inside, as if jumping into the last car of a departing train. It didn't turn out to be the best idea, because inside I found Olga Dimitrievna. Wait, no, I thought it was the other girl. I thought I was reading it differently. Who was changing? Uh-oh. Close my eyes. I froze on the spot, trying to not to breathe. Finally, the camp leader noticed me. Semyon! I looked away immediately. Have you heard of knocking? Now get out! That was real clumsy. I should have knocked, although I did enjoy the sight. Honestly, I love the sight. Can I open the door again? No. Olga Dimitrievna, follow me out in a minute. Here, take this. Now it's your home too. She handed me a key. I put it on my pocket. Home? Of course, if you discarded how fantastical the current events were, this camp was far from being the worst place on earth, but to call it a home? Just after one day spent here? I doubt I'll ever be able to do so. Alright, let's go. We're late. But what about the sandwiches? My sandwiches, man. I haven't eaten. Just eat them on the way. We were passing along the lines of Pioneer's cabin while I was stucking into a ham sandwich, and Olga Drivna kept on talking and talking. She was buzzing like a game of Operation with Parkinson's. But I cared about nothing but the food. Understood? Chips? You weren't listening. Sorry, today is the first day of your new life as a pioneer, and you should do your best as it so that it becomes a happy life. Yeah, definitely. I'm serious. A pioneer has many duties. Great responsibility is conferred upon him to participate in social work, to help his juniors, to study and study and study again. We are here all like one big family. You will become a part of it. Yeah, a part. I'd even sign a party membership card if it could save me from listening to this nonsense. I hope that after your term here is over, you'll keep the most pleasant memories about our camp. Memories that will last your whole life. And when will the term end? Why do you keep asking silly things? It seems that I won't get any information for her. A shame, really. This world appears to be so friendly but never bothered to introduce itself to me. Perhaps now I can take these somewhat easier than yesterday. It seems like I had spoken ceasefire with it. It wasn't trying to hurt me, but I'm forbidden from asking questions. Dang it. Of course, the situation isn't a pleasant one, but what can I do about it? A bad peace is better than a good dispute. The most important thing for you now is to make the best of your time you will spend there. I'll do my best. Honestly, I was tired of this conversation. It would be good to know where that here is. But we came to the square. The pioneers were already lined up. What is somebody not here yet? Not all here. She looked around at her brave pioneer troops. Alright, go sound somewhere. Weird. Why did she tell me there are no more sleeping places? Wait a minute. How come it just like there's only a few of us here now? While the chief was running her mouth about the plans for the week, I stared at the people. A few heads away from the stood at okay. A few heads away from me stood Electronic. A little further, Lena and Slavia, and at the end of the line, Uliana and Elisa. Who's the other girl? Everyone I met was there. Olga Dmitrievna spoke about some competitions, and I turned my attention to the monument. Genda. I could not remember any revolutionary with similar name. He had a wide posture too, as he was looking around with a distort, maybe contempt or even disdain. Probably some local leader. Daydreaming. Daydreaming again? Sorry. Sabina brought me back to reality. Olga Dmitrievna stood nearby. Still remember the plan for the week? The plan? Oh, crud. I will never forget the plan. Yeah! Perfect. She looked at Slavia. Did you bring it? Yes. Slavia handed me a piece of paper. It's a checklist here. It's a checklist. Here are 4 tasks to check off. Do it already. Before you start up, sign up for a club. There are some clubs in the clubhouse and a musical club in a separate building. I'd like to join the music club. Then visit the infirmary. And finally, visit the library. Got it? Yeah. The checklist seemed like a good chance to find out something, since I had to go places I haven't been before. Then come on, start right now. What about lunch? Don't worry. I'll bring you some sandwiches. The checklist is more important. Good luck. Damn, the same voices for girls. I can't do more. They departed too fast for me to ask anything else. Missed breakfast? I will miss lunch too. This isn't good. Maybe I'll manage it in time somehow. Lunch starts at 1 p.m. Then again, if I go there, I might miss a place from the checklist. Okay, it's too early to go to the canteen anyway. Let's do this. Ha! Wait. I can pick? Nice! Oh, there's a lot of... Oh, so this is the whole map. Okay, let me just... Also, I might stop it here. Yeah. The videos, I don't know how long it has been. Like, literally, my videos are inconsistent. You don't know when it's either an hour or 30 minutes or stuff. I just do it. It's fun. I can't stop, okay? It's fun. I'll do when no one's gonna stop it, because this video is almost literally made just for me. For my own entertainment, because, you know, I'm a weird person. Unless you watch this, well, then you're a great person. You're the greatest person, because, you know, you watch some weird person's video. Well, I might end it here, you know. I'm just taking a look around of the place. So, this is the beach. Oh, so this is where I saw Slavia when she was on her bikini. We might go to here. There's some old buildings as well. So, where's my cabin? This must be... What's this? Where's my cabin? Some few peoples I have not met yet. Guess we're gonna meet them. Genda. Oh, so this is the Genda, which is the square anvil building. So this is a shower, kitchen, dining. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the place now. So I still, what does WC mean? I don't know. So this is the bus stops. How did I get lost? So I was probably running over here. Probably if I came from the dining hall, probably chased her over by the forest and just got lost and just forwarded over here. Since I said there was since the MC found a wall, probably walked over there to here. You know, like on the last scene. Why am I explaining it? You know, it doesn't matter. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah. Thank you. You weird people watching my video. Thank you very much. See you guys.